Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Akkwankyewa's kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I would like to say a very warm akwaaba to you. Today, I'm sharing with you a very simple recipe for dinner rolls, which I believe is going to come in handy this holiday season. It is just amazingly delicious. So soft, pillowy, melt in your mouth. You're just going to love it. And everybody that you serve it to is going to just do the same. I really hope you try this. So for this recipe, you need some sugar, salt, yeast, nutmeg, eggs, some butter, whole milk, some all-purpose flour, and vanilla extract. To start, warm your milk. This is 2 cups of milk, and pour it into your mixing bowl. Add your sugar, yeast, and then nutmeg. And here goes in the eggs now. 6 tablespoons unsalted butter at room temperature. This will allow for easy mixing. So there goes to 6 tablespoons, and I'm saving the extra 2 for later. Add your salt, your flour. This is 6 cups all-purpose flour. Attach your dough hook and mix on low. Mix for about 6 to 8 minutes or until you have a very smooth, silky dough. A perfect dough should pull from the sides of your mixing bowl and attach to the hook, just like this is being now. And at this point, it is perfect texture. And so I'm just going to go ahead and grease this bowl. This is the bowl I'm going to let the dough proof in. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer the dough from the mixing bowl into the glass bowl. And you want to try and form a ball, like let it be beautiful and shapely, just like this. And when you flip it over, the surface is already greased. And now I'm going to cover with a cling film. Then also with a wet kitchen towel. Just like this. And then you're just going to set this in a warm place for about an hour to rise. I normally preheat my oven for about like 150 degrees and then just leave it there. So this is an hour later. Our dough has risen beautifully, and now I'm just going to go ahead and transfer it onto my chopping board. So just like this, you're just trying to get the air pockets out. So you're going to continue to press on it, tucking in and out until it's nice and smooth again. And now I'm just going to go ahead and cut this up. So this recipe is supposed to yield 24 rolls. That is 2 dozens. So I'm just trying to cut up the dough to get 24 even portions, which is not going to be easy, but you just try to gauge and get as close as you can. For optimal, perfect rolls, being the same sizes, you might want to use a scale. So not exactly even, but I think close enough. And so once you're done portioning them out, you're just going to take every individual portion and tack them in, and then flip it over like this. And then once you flip it over, you're just going to go ahead and twist it at the base. Keep twisting at the base until it forms a little tight ball, just like that. Now this is perfect, or very close to perfection. And now I have my baking sheet already proofed. I put butter on it and then dusted it with flour, and that is where you're going to set all these little balls when you make them. So this is the second one, and we're just going to go ahead and twist, twist, twist until it's perfect, and then you're just going to go ahead and transfer it onto your baking sheet. So now this is another perfect one. And so onto the baking sheet it goes, and we will continue this process until we have all 24 rolls made, sitting on the baking sheet. And once we are done with everything, I cover it with a film again and let it sit in the oven again, not on, just a warm area, and it rolls for another 40 minutes. So 40 minutes later, almost 50 minutes later actually, and it's going to vary depending on the temperature of your house or wherever you're making this. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I baked this for 20 minutes, and I let it bake with a bowl with another baking pan of water sitting on the bottom of the oven. Right there you see it, and that allows your bread to bake and bake with some amount of moisture so it doesn't dry out. And so 20 minutes later, we have our perfectly baked rolls, smelling amazing, looking so good. And boy, you know, these guests that you are going to serve them to, or even if it's just for your family, everybody is just gonna love it. This recipe, I tell you, is a keeper. And to even beautify your loaf some more, you just get some butter, and with a brush, just apply it onto your rolls. And just look at that. Did you see how it pulled off from each other? So perfect. Just look at the texture. Silky, smooth, buttery, like, yes, real buttery bread. Just amazing. Just look at this again. Oh, this is good. I know you're gonna love this. And I need to spread some butter on here just to see how this really is. You know, you want to try your handiwork before you even serve it to your guests. And boy, is this delicious. So good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything, pull them apart, and put them into this bread bowl. And now our bread is going to be ready for the table. So for the holiday season, you know, when your guests arrive and you have this bread baked, normally when I'm expecting guests for Thanksgiving and holidays like this, after the turkey and everything, you just bake your rolls the last. This way your guests walk into that welcoming aroma of freshly baked bread, and boy, even before they eat it, they know they're gonna have something amazing on the table. I really hope you try this recipe. I know you will love it. And until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.